The mother wound. Why do the sons most adored by their mothers often grow up to be the weakest men? Many men are trapped in invisible cages built by their own mothers, not through abuse, not through neglect, but through a suffocating love that strips away everything masculine about them. This is the most difficult thing for a young child to realize, that his mother is imperfect, just like any other human being. Here's what this actually looks like. Sometimes she interferes with your self-development goals. She wants you to choose the path she approves. She even puts down your own ideas and undermines your confidence. She sabotages your efforts to build your body because she prefers you harmless and manageable looking. She never approves of your masculine ideals, and she is the one who sets these standards for you. Somehow, she turns every independent decision into a personal betrayal and every failure into your fault. This is the devouring mother. She doesn't abandon her son. She consumes him. She doesn't just ruin his childhood. She delays his manhood, leaving him confused about what he wants and making him incapable of making his own decisions. The sooner he identifies these toxic maternal patterns, the faster he can mature into manhood. If you've ever wondered why the mama's boy can't hold a stance, why the nicest guys get zero respect, or why you feel guilty every time you try to become your own man, we're about to delve into it. What I'm about to show you will change how you see your mother forever. Every ancient culture tells the same story. The hero must slay the dragon to become a man. Carl Jung studied this pattern and discovered something terrifying. That dragon often can wear a mother's face. The goal of slaying the dragon metaphorically becomes differentiating from the great mother archetype. But this isn't the fire-breathing monster of fairy tales. This dragon uses hugs instead of claws, guilt instead of flames, and love instead of chains. She doesn't roar, she whispers, "I'm just worried about you." She doesn't hoard gold. She hoards your potential. Here's what makes her so dangerous. She genuinely believes she's saving you. When she talks you out of that risky business venture, she thinks she's protecting you from failure. When she undermines your girlfriend, she thinks she's protecting you from heartbreak. When she pushes you toward a normal life, she thinks she's making you a good man. And here's where it gets darker. Your mother doesn't just fail to prepare you for the world. She programs you for an easy life. She does it by turning nice into your entire identity. You become the guy who prioritizes others' wants over your own needs. The one who says sorry for having opinions. The one who asks permission to speak up in meetings. The guy who tips extra because he's terrified of being seen as cheap. Your mother teaches you that conflict is the enemy. So you learn to swallow your thoughts, to smile while people walk all over you. You become allergic to saying hard truths because they might upset someone. You become someone who apologizes to just exist. The result: you're surrounded by people who see you as useful, not valuable. Your boss piles extra work on you because he knows you won't push back. Your friends know you'll always be available because you never have anything important going on. And deep down, you're furious, but you can't admit it because anger isn't nice. So you smile, you nod, and you scream inside while helping everyone else build their lives as yours quietly falls apart. This isn't kindness. It's cowardice with good PR. An emotionally hungry mother can become a devouring force, cloaking her unmet needs in the language of care. Jung called this the shadow side of the great mother archetype, not the nurturing force, but the all-consuming presence who dreads her child's independence because it signals her own irrelevance. Jung called her the Devouring Mother, and she's sitting in living rooms around the world right now, slowly consuming her son's future, one caring intervention at a time. Some mothers struggle with their child's independence because of anxieties about their own purpose, loss of control, deep emotional attachment, and a fear of abandonment. But protection from growth is destruction in disguise. And by the time you realize it, you're 30 years old with the emotional toolkit of a teenager, wondering why everyone else knows how to be an adult. The most insidious part: she makes you complicit in your own castration. Every time you choose her comfort over your growth, every time you pick safety over strength, you're helping her build your prison. But before we continue, I want to point out that this is not a mother-bashing video. This is an objective look at reality. To emphasize that, show your love for your mother, for taking care of you, by commenting "Thank you, Mom" under this video. It also helps us to get this message to more people in a confusing maternal relationship. But niceness was only the surface damage. The real crime was what she does to your shadow, the part of you that could bite back. Every boy is born with fangs: aggression, competition, ambition. These aren't flaws, they're features. And devouring mothers spent 18 years filing those fangs down. When you get angry, good boys don't get angry. When you express strong opinions, just mind your own business. When you take risks, that's too dangerous. When you want to do something new, you don't have the skills. When you aim high, you don't need that. Live a normal life. Each time, she isn't just correcting behavior. She is rewiring your brain. She is teaching you that your masculine instincts were wrong, shameful, even dangerous. The result: men who apologize for existing. Men who avoid negotiation because they fear aggression. Men who get overlooked in business because they mistake assertiveness for cruelty. You know that incredibly talented guy who never gets ahead. That's shadow amputation. You know the kind-hearted friend women only see as a brother. That's what happens when you remove the very traits that create attraction and respect. Your mother thinks she is civilizing you. What she actually does is domesticate you into a golden retriever. And golden retrievers do not survive in the wild. If you like what you're hearing, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us create more content that dives deep into the psyche, exposing destructive patterns before they spread to every aspect of your life. The next part will discuss how to resolve and even draw strength from a troubled maternal relationship. Stay tuned.